Welcome back to the show. This is Dot Shoot the Messenger, episode 2. Potter, P, Wiggler. Let's go. What are we talking about, guys?
Well, we left off the last show with the question, do we think Leeds artists will ever stop being cliquey? And what I mean is, if you sit back and look at the scene, yeah, like I do a lot, you can see that certain artists will only work with certain artists. They'll only share certain artists' work as well, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, standard. Always been like that. Always will.
So you don't think it'll ever stop now?
Nah, because it's clicky. It'll all. Well, right. From my perspective, as an old head in it, yeah, you two have more impact with the young guns. Yeah, I think. Right, but I don't think it's ever going to stop being like that. It's always been like that because it's who you favour, which artist. So, example, I always feel there's a big difference between the music that was going on in Leeds at the time when I was around to say, like, outside of Leeds, what was actually going on in the city centre. Say, so there'd be loads of, like, cliques outside of the city, but then people who were actually congregating in the city centre and being around, like, I'd have never chilled with you if we hadn't met through somebody else.
You see, like, when you say, like, Leeds being cliquey, I think a lot of that is Leeds' own doing. I think there's a couple of categories. There's the people that do music with the friends and only want to see the friends do well, which you can understand. So in that sense, being cliquey in that term isn't really bad. And then you've got the people that are literally just out for themselves. And then you've got the people that that roll in a clique or a crew or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And them two elements there, I can't be mad at, but it's the people that are literally out for themselves and don't give a fuck about the city. Like, they're the people that I'd have a problem with.
Yeah, right. And I've got the perfect analogy for that shit.
Go on.
I compare Leeds artists to female rappers.
Right. Go on.
Because the female rappers, yeah, they're not like the forefront of hip hop or whatever, yeah. They all want to be the one female rapper as if it's unique.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. There's plenty of them that have got talent, and if they put the shit together and worked together, women could be a big thing in hip hop. Like
Spice Girls, man.
Exactly, girl power. Do you know what I mean? And it's the same for Leeds. If we stopped trying to be the only one person from Leeds to blow, it'd work a lot better.
Wait. Can you not blame someone for not wanting to be the man? No.
Yeah, obviously you want to be the man, yeah, but what's the harm in bringing other people in with you?
There's no harm in that at all.
Exactly.
So no, I do get what you're saying in that sense.
Right.
It's like when I first started doing all right and people were starting to get to know who I was and what I did, every little thing I did, I tried to bring someone in with me. Whether it'd be you, whether it'd be Swift, Zen, like I literally tried.
Right. Is that because you're trying to build a unit underneath you? I actually know the answer to this, but is it because you're trying to build a unit underneath you, or is it through fear of going it alone? Because I always wanted to be in a clique, which I eventually got into. I
think it was just recognising talent in people and wanting to help them get to the next level. Whether I got to the next level or not was not my issue. It wasn't really my problem.
Subconsciously though, are you marking yourself up with people, one, like-minded, two, that you think are going to also shine with you? Like, I totally didn't ever have that. I never had people around me where I thought, like, I did feel in competition with one or two cliques I was in, but it was good, healthy competition. Like, but the people around me, I felt like they were there shining with me and we were like a unit. Do you get me? I don't think it always plays out like that. I feel like some people just bring someone on side because it's like it's helping them
strength in numbers
coming up, or like strength in numbers. Totally. Like, I see loads of stuff that you guys post where I just think, what the fuck is going on there? But on speaking to you about it recently, you were like, now that's a good thing for like my scene and what I'm doing. Like it feels strong.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, fair dues from a different perspective, but it just confused me that everyone was sort of bonded together. And is that bonding together? Is it false? That's what I'm asking. Is it false? That
I'll be honest with you. At the minute, right? Like, I don't think Leeds is very united. Yeah, in a music sense, but I do think it's in the best position it's been in for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, and that's because people are starting to get recognition.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
like
if you
who?
work together,
Like who?
Graft.
Who's getting recognition?
Graft's doing
Oh yeah,
well.
yeah. Graft, Davo.
Yeah, Davo is doing really.
Davo's doing really well. Yeah,
Smashing it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Davo's absolutely smashing
Paddy.
it.
yeah,
Paddy, yeah, Paddy.
Me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dialects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from my
Zen.
view, it's
Then, yeah.
Davo, Paddy, and you. From what I see, and I'm not. I'm someone looking way off. Really.
I think it's projects. People are actually putting out projects. Whereas when I was coming up, I had it easy. All I had to do was put out a freestyle on some channel, and then everybody would
Yeah.
ring off and go mad.
But it's back to what he's doing. He's popping off doing that. Do you know what I mean? Doing freestyles. Bang. We were on
Yeah,
about it
that's
in
it.
car.
For me, that's just a way to pass time. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is for me. I do them to pass time.
We're straying off from topic here. Back to the clickiness in Leeds, right? Is it false or is it genuine? Because that's my instinct. I think it's always going to be clicky in Leeds.
On
Yeah,
my
it
side,
is, it is.
on my side, it's genuine because obviously I am gonna care about everybody in A.T.K before I care about somebody outside the clique, which is just natural. But on the other hand, is if I see something and I like it, I will share it. I don't care if you're from Leeds.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're from fucking Brighton. Anywhere, like. If I like it, I'll share it. And if I don't share your shit, it doesn't mean I do not like it. It just means that I might not have seen it, or I might have watched me and it might not have gripped me first time.
But also
or,
you might not. It might not be something that you represent with yourself, and you're not going to.
No, but
passing that
some
about.
people, yeah. Like not me personally, because everyone knows I share everyone's shit.
Yeah.
I'm happy for people, genuinely happy for people when
Yeah.
they're doing well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But some people will see a video or a track, listen to it or watch it, and think, "Fucking hell, well good is that?" You know, I can't share that because
See
people
that?
like that more than mine.
Hey, loads of that. Loads and loads and loads
That's
of that.
disgusting, blood.
But it happens, and you know for a fact it happens. No one will ever admit it. But
That's disgusting, bro.
No, I know
Imagine
loads of that shit. Like if I post something online, I'm generally like buzzing about it. But I know I have this discussion with my tattooist. Shout out to Jammy, yeah. I like now at my age. I like what I like, and I'm not embarrassed to put that up. Someone else won't put a video up, not for fear of like that. They don't want to be represented with it. They love it. They don't want to put it up because they don't want to see. They don't want their friends seeing that they're not doing that good. Do you get me? And it's like this whole thing of whereas now I won't give a shit. I post whatever's video. I've probably done what you've talked about, and like I probably did it, and then like
Yeah,
an
I've
hour
probably done
later
it
gone,
before.
fuck it, post it because everyone's fucking thinking
I've
like,
probably done it before.
yeah. I don't give a shit now. I'm fucking 34-year-old. But back in the day, I will have given a shit.
Yeah.
And will have been like, oh, so and so do it. But then at the same time, I've been like, I better post this because I want to show that I'm aware of that. I'm aware of what that person's
But
doing.
on the other hand, do you see someone's video project or whatever, and do you think, when I drop my shit, you didn't share mine, so I'm not gonna share yours.
I've talked about this for you. Deep, we've had this discussion in car, and I think you've just got to draw a line under a thing of where you can't be bothered. If you're going to post someone's shit, you've just posted someone's shit. It's like giving and expecting
I'll be
something
100%
back.
Yeah.
honest with you. In that sense, I am petty as fuck. I will keep a mental note of everything
Yeah, listen.
that I'm cool with,
Yeah.
that I talk to. If they don't share my shit, I'm like, alright, cool, bro.
Elephant, mate, don't forget.
I'm like that, yeah. That thought goes over my head every single time, but I'll make sure I still share the shit
That's killing them with kindness.
just to show support.
Whereas I can't do that. I'm genuinely like, alright, cool. You want to ask me for a feature, but then when I drop something, you don't want to share it. You want to see me in, like this is another thing.
that's the
I'm glad
fakeness.
I'm glad we can touch on this. this is another thing. The Leeds scene will never, right, will never grow as long as these DJs, Leeds DJs, are not supporting Leeds acts.
Yeah.
They are never supporting Leeds acts.
No, yeah, that's right.
Listen, I have
This
got...
is politics
listen,
again, back to the clickiness.
No, wait. It's not about clickiness.
No, that's not clickiness.
It's not clickiness, it's just the DJs,
Leeds
obviously,
DJs
does not
Leeds.
think that we are good. That's all I can put it down to.
Yeah, because why?
They
He-
do
No,
not think...
it's clickiness.
Not that it's not necessarily that they don't think we're good. It could be the fact that they don't think we're going to bring enough recognition to their...
Right, so
Yeah,
let me tell you
so
something
we-
now.
It's clicky.
So let me tell you
So
something
they'll
now.
play the tunes that are banging rather than tunes that
Every
should be banging.
every DJ, yeah, every DJ in Leeds, yeah, that plays in these clubs, yeah, I have had some kind of interaction with, or I know him. Not know him, but I know him, yeah, or I've had some kind of interaction with him. And I guarantee you, if I'm lying, I'm dying. They've come up to me, they've been like, oh, yo, P, yeah, man, you sick? Send me your tunes. Yo, P, yeah, you sick? Oh, that's sick, this is sick. Oh, send me this tune, send me that tune, rare. I'll play your stuff. Doesn't happen. Never. And it's not just me. Let me tell you something. Boyski, my brother, and Graft, yeah, released a song last year called Recline, yeah? In 3 days, that song had over 40,000 plays on SoundCloud. It was going mad. It shut down Carnival, everything, right? These guys were going to the clubs, yeah, with the song on CD, data stick, whatever, giving it to the DJs that suck our dicks. No homo. These DJs that suck our dicks, right? So they're going and they're giving them these tunes. Yeah, we'll play it. No, mate. You're gonna play the fucking song from somebody in London. You're gonna play the song from somebody in America. You're gonna play the song from somebody in Jamaica because you're not supporting your own.
But if you get a cosign off Wiley on that track, yeah, and Wiley gets it into one extra or whatever, right, and it's getting spun by every DJ on there, bang, all of a sudden every man in Leeds will be playing your tune and claiming that they were the first person to spin your record, right? So it's just, that to me is clickiness. Because as soon as you're accepted into the higher click, which is what BBC or whatever or whoever, right? Even you weren't accepted enough in the SoundCloud click, yeah? The DJs are, you might have 40,000 views on SoundCloud, but you're still not welcome in the click. And that is clickiness, mate. To me, and that's how Leeds will always be. It's not just about the rappers.
Because it's just people that hate. It's like, right, when I first came out, yeah, I guarantee this, if I'm lying, I'm dying, I'll say that again. I was the only person in Leeds, or it goes as far as saying West Yorkshire, yeah, to be doing trap music. And when I say trap music, I mean the Atlanta sound. I mean the southern sound. I was the first person doing that, right? So when I came out doing that, and I was getting recognition, and people are like, yo, who the fuck's this guy? He sounds like Yorkshire's 2 Chainz. Oh, he sounds like Waka Flocka. Oh, have you heard this floor? Have you heard that floor? Everyone's going mad. You see all the older heads, the authentic hip-hop heads, yeah, the bigger heads in the lead scene, was all commenting on my stuff on YouTube, telling me I'm ignorant, telling me I'm arrogant, telling me that I'm doing this and that, just because I ain't talking about the black culture, just because I ain't talking about this and that, right? And I'm like, okay, so how am I trying to blow when I've got the fathers of Yorkshire hip-hop telling me I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I shouldn't be doing this and stop doing trap music? What?
I remember that conversation.
What? Supports each other, man.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, what? So wait a minute, I'm getting recognition, I'm getting this many views, I was them times there, I was licking down bookings, 2-3 a weekend, licking them down. Record labels from America was signing my songs, putting them out, yeah? And the last place I got support was from my own rap hip-hop community.
I don't think that was jealousy.
I feel that as well.
Well,
I get more support from outside people.
Yeah, right. Well, that's just. I don't think with your point there, that conversation you're on about, that ain't jealousy. Though I would, it's verging on it, but it's not. But with what you're saying, if you're not getting it as a whole, like the love from your city, I just think it's because the people that care about it in the scene enough. because it can't be fans. It's got to be you've got to be
No,
talking
yeah.
about other artists.
Yeah,
because,
we are talking about other artists.
But that's just purely probably because they're focused on their own shit. Like now, I can actually enjoy. Like when I've worked with you, I've always enjoyed your music. But me as an artist in Leeds, I didn't know who you were because I thought I was better than you both. And irrelevant of whether I was, that was just. And what we talked about earlier, when I was listening to some old tracks, I said, "Oh, look, I sound cocky," and you were like, "That's how you should sound." Like it should be that competition, that especially in the genre of music we're talking about. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong, and I do think all biblical text, and I'm not a Christian, right? But a kingdom can't rise if it's divided, right? And that's the whole thing with the scene.
People always say they're repping Leeds, but they're not. They're repping themselves, and that they're from Leeds.
Now, just because you say Leeds or 0113, you're not repping.
And what we're saying, yeah, all we need is support. So we need DJs to be spinning us shit, yeah. We need to be showing up to each other's video shoots. Little small
cameos.
things like this, yeah. Little small things like this will show that as a city we're united with each other, and that's what will start making people think, yeah, Leeds is a unit.
And do you know what? I've got a question for the
start
city.
looking at Leeds as a scene, and not just.
I've got a question.
I've
got a question.
It should be Leeds is banging, you know.
Yeah. Leeds is popping at the minute.
You don't ever hear, oh, is there anyone good in Sheffield? Because Sheffield bang because they worked together.
Yep, the unit.
Yeah.
Bradford starting to do it now.
From an onlooker's point of view, it's Trelly and Sniff who started that. Do you know about them men? Trellian and Sniff from Sheffield.
I'd say for me it was Scumfam. They was the first unit I knew from Sheffield, yeah. And at one point, every grime MC I came across from Sheffield was in Scumfam.
Yeah.
And it was mad. So I was like, yo, that's, and you know what? You see when that man was releasing mixtapes, every member of Scum's fam's fucking profile picture was the other man's mixtape.
Right.
Every one of them was constantly tweeting about it every day.
No,
right?
Well,
they had Tez Kid.
hard, is it?
They had Tez Kid as the forefront, yeah, and everyone respected that. And everyone pushed him as this is the main guy, and they had it set up, and that's why they have got longevity. They are one of the longest standing grime cliques. I don't care what anyone says.
What they've probably done is, I don't know this, but they probably just set it up from get-go. To even be in the clique, you'll have had to, sort it out, mate. What are your duties?
Yeah, I don't think being from Sheffield was enough to get you into
it's the
Scumfam, but it helped.
What duties?
You know what I mean? It helped.
What your duties? I've just come off a project with somebody now, and I've never known anything like this guy's dedication to being organised. In the shouts to XP, yeah, because I've never known it with a project. He's just so on it, and knowing exactly what everybody's doing. Bang, 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 and it's just on it. That's why people fail, 'cause it's not set up.
Yeah, that's another
properly.
thing. Support and organisation, because as well when you try and sorting collabs out, man, fuck me.
Why is it so hard?
Why is it so hard?
Why is it because
You
everyone's on their own
you sort out a date and a time and a place, and you fucking go do it, man. What's hard about that?
It's not even that this day and age. Like the other day, I came here, I knocked out 2 features. I ain't seen them guys who I did the fucking features with, but they still got knocked out in a matter of hours.
Exactly, it's not
Do you know
hard.
what I mean?
That's what I mean.
I've got
It's simple.
two questions to go off, before.
In fact, big up Lefty. Everybody go download Cappuccino.
Yeah,
it is a banging mixtape, I cannot lie.
Right, mixtape, what you were on about earlier with the DJs. I just want to quiz into this. I tried this so much, and I released mixtapes. My last mixtape, which it flopped, to be fair, I didn't push it because I went mental, came off social media, but it didn't I was trying to emulate a fucking DJ putting the tracks. I didn't feature on any of the tracks. I did it was a mixtape to me because it was me, my mixtape, and all the artists on it were featured on it, and the tracks they weren't mixed together, I don't think, but I did try and get a DJ to do it.
Yeah, you did.
And the point is that where's that, man? Where's a DJ coming to you guys and going, yo, let's put a mixtape out. Let's do a mixtape featuring. Yeah, that's what people are doing.
Do you know what? It's so weird you say that, right? Shout out to Second to None Music. Big up Vital Techniques.
Yeah.
Them guys.
Vital Techniques, I ain't heard that in years.
Them guys inboxed me the other day, yeah, and they dropped me 14 beats.
Yeah.
And they said to me, yo, compy, let's do a project, let's promote it, let's market it, let's push it. I'm shooting a video with them guys on Sunday. Do you know what I mean? And that's that right, like
that right there, yeah. When you guys put that out together as a unit, that could start the ball rolling.
Right?
That's
So
check
this,
but
then check this. But look how I looked at it straight away. I didn't think, yeah, I'm gonna do this mixtape with Vital Techniques and do this, yeah. I didn't. I was thinking to myself, right, yo, boom, I'm gonna get Dialect on this tune. I'm gonna get Zen and Crawler on this tune. I'm gonna get Potter on this tune. Rare. Because I'm thinking about fucking Leeds. It's produced and it's gonna be mixed by somebody from Leeds. So why should I not feature Leeds artists on it? Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I might utilise my links that I've made along the time and utilise theirs and maybe put someone big on a tune. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
it's just a good
and
look.
bang that out. Do you know what I mean?
Can you see the unity there you've got there? You've got 3 people before you start that are all involved in it. So they're all going to want it to do well. Or 3 separate entities, yeah? They all want it to do well.
And alright.
Are you ready for this? You told us we're going to want it to do well. We're going to share it. These people who are watching it.
And how did that link come about? Then man inboxed me one day, yeah? There was like, yo, we've done a tune with Peen and Dialect, yeah? If you jumped on this tune, that'd be it. It'd be complete, it'd be sick, rare. I was like, let me know when you got studio. It was like, oh, we got studio on Wednesday. This was on a Monday. Said, alright, cool, no drama. Give me your location, I'll go there. Sent me the location, went to the studio, put the verse down. And because I went in there, you know how I record? I went in there, 1 take, 15 minutes, boom. 1 take, ad-libs, done, stabs, done.
That's why they'll be
them guys was sat there and they was like, yo, I rate that P, in and out. I said, that's it, turnaround time. Give me a day, I'll write, come here, record, done, boom. We're shooting a video on Sunday, and that is what made them guys want to do a mixtape.
Yeah, but why can't everybody else be like that? So
well, nah, but
not the quick turnaround, just the fact that you went and did it and got it done.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example why. I'll give you an example. I loved working with you, and I loved working with you for that reason. That you'd both go in with 3 takes tops, probably. Don't get me wrong, it wouldn't matter if we went over because.
Oh, I won't say I.
It's not him.
Mate, you did.
Not him.
You turned up at my house and did 3 takes.
Stop blowing smoke up his ass.
Mate.
I beat you.
I don't think I've never sat in a studio session with you and been like, oh my god.
No.
I have done that with some. I have done that with some of the best rappers, right? And just been like, oh, my opinion, the best rappers, and I'm not saying the best, but some of the best. Yeah, I've been like, fuck me, this is awesome, but I've heard your verse 30 times now, and it's boring. Do you know what I mean? Like, and in some sense that's cool, but in other sense, I love working with you because we're literally in, done, and it's all about the fun of it.
I'm too skeptical of my own shit, me, to do.
You've never come to my studio and done fucking more than 10 goes.
Because I'll be like, I'll listen back to it and I'll be like, nah, I'll do it. Like, even if it's just the slightest mumble of the letter M at the end, I'm like, nah, scrap that, let's do it again.
I think
I can't, I don't know, I scrutinise my own shit too much.
See, if I pick up something like that, you know what I say? Fuck it, I'll catch it in ad-libs. Boom, go.
I think my passion with music was making the music. Like, I'm not too bothered about releasing it and putting it out. My passion was making it, and the process of working with somebody who's really quick and the turnaround is so exciting. So then producers are probably like, fuck me, did you see that turnaround? We could do 13 tracks, you said the same. We could do 13 tracks with this guy and it'd be done in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Boom. Right, anyway, we need to round this up.
For the first half, yeah.
Leeds, clicky.
We'll have a smoke break in it.
Yeah,
we've spoke about it.
You talk about it. Alright, end of episode 2, part 1.
Yo, big up Low Life Apparel.
Alright, welcome back to part 2 of part 2. This is Don't Shoot the Messenger.
Yeah, so we just want to give a shout out to like First Media TV, Homegrown Media for like we said, constantly pushing Leeds artists as a whole as well. Because we didn't give them a shout
Salute
before.
them guys, man.
So yeah, well, let's fucking talk about McGregor versus Khabib, man.
Yeah.
You know the worst thing? Like, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm actually mad knowledgeable on UFC. Like,
Yeah, you know your shit.
See, I'm not, man.
That's my shit. Do you know what I mean? So,
Not a bit.
bruv, shoot away, because from that
Well,
was
You haven't even
unreal.
seen it yet, though.
I
have you?
still haven't seen it. I've seen clips.
Are you under a rock, blood?
Nah, just you know.
I swear
No.
down. 8 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. I'm sat on.
Listen, I had plans
watching
to
it.
I had
YouTube.
plans to watch it and everything. Yeah, they fell through. But I woke up and seen that he'd lost, and then I obviously seen videos of Khabib jumping over and that, and I seen that he got
Fucking-
choked out.
Man's like that.
And straight away, you know, I was just like, yo, still not being knocked out though, has he?
Nah, did you
And it's
fucking
like,
see him
yo-
get rocked though? Do you see him
Yeah.
get rocked?
Yeah, but you see him take the fucking blow.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Come
give
on.
a shit.
Listen, nobody can say that McGregor ain't got a chin. Because he fucking has. He's
Oh,
just
he blatantly
shit.
has.
He's
Yeah, no.
absolutely
Yeah.
fucking terrible at wrestling.
But I didn't.
Nah, but it's not just wrestling. What it is with McGregor is, yeah,
Yeah.
McGregor has zero cardio. He has no stamina.
Yeah, he's one of those, he needs to get in quick.
So fast.
Yeah, he
Like,
needs
and
to
it's
get him in
been-
quick, innit?
Like, alright, I heard something the other day, yeah, and it was like, Conor McGregor came out straight away afterwards and he's like, that were a good do or good knock, whatever. I can't wait for the rematch. Yeah? I'm not being funny, right? But Conor McGregor did nothing in that match to warrant getting a rematch. But
Yeah, that's what I've
the
been
fight
hearing.
before that, Tony Ferguson and Anthony Pettis, yeah, both of them are like, they're like the ones under them. So like you've got a top 5, right? So you've got Khabib who's champion, McGregor #1 contender, Tony Ferguson, and you've got Anthony Pettis, yeah. So Anthony Pettis and Ferguson fought that night. So by rights, the winner of that should fight the winner of Khabib and Conor. But because they want to cash in on that and so much happens, Conor's going to get the automatic rematch. Where I don't think that should happen. Because he
It
didn't
might
do...
not happen. If they think about it smart, yeah, they should up the anticipation.
But
for
if you
that
think
and
about
have
it-
this fight first.
Here's the thing, what you think about then. Here's what you think about. Will this jeopardise Khabib's visa to get back into America?
See, it
Because
no, but
his
it could
dad,
do, though.
his
He
dad,
getting paid,
his
is
dad. Listen, his dad has never had a visa to. His dad's never been to any of his fights because his dad cannot get a visa to get into America.
Right, interesting. I think.
It could all that shit after the fight, yeah. Like I say, I ain't seen it yet. I've just been winding people up about it because I like McGregor. I like how cocky he is and shit.
Yeah.
And it's all a game plan. And like I said to you before, he didn't get into Khabib's head.
Yeah.
Everyone who he's beat, he's got into their head.
Yeah.
Do you know what you need to realise? What people realise is it's a cultural thing, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Khabib, yeah,
100%.
is from Dagestan.
And you do,
In Russia, yeah.
the fucking animals.
Dagestan, bro.
Yeah.
These men had to fight for their independence, bro, against them.
Yeah.
Do you know how big Russia is? And Dagestan had to fight. So he comes from a nation of fighters. That they have the biggest Muslim popularity in Russia. Russia is not known for being very race friendly. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And
Have you
that's
seen
to
that
put it
documentary
lightly.
with
Even as far as you see footballers go and play in Russia and they're coming home, they're walking off at pitch, everything,
What's
because they're
his
getting
name?
bananas
the
thrown
dude
on
who
the
did
pitch.
the documentaries on BBC, mixed race guy.
Oh,
BBC Three, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know who he is and what his name is, but he went to Russia, mate.
Yeah.
And people in crowds are just like literally coming up to him
right.
and racist.
So you've got to think, yeah,
mental.
how.
I'm not cussing out Russia. Don't think that. I'm just saying that they're militant.
Right,
to add
but
to
what I'm saying
what it
is,
yeah.
look how cultural, yeah. Look how strong Khabib is about his culture. Look how him being from Dagestan means a lot more to him than it does to me to be from England. Do you know what I mean?
But is that where he's got his strength from? Why he didn't get his
Right?
head?
No, but this is what I'm saying. So these Dagestanians, yeah, has had to fight their whole life. One because they're Muslim, one because they wanted to fight for where they're from. Yeah. So when Conor McGregor came in and started mentioning certain political things, certain religious things, like trying to offer the guy whiskey on stage. Do you know what I mean? And
Crazy, yeah.
and
Did he
so,
do that?
Yeah, mate, it was mental.
Bro, he was literally trying to push the whiskey in the guy's face and Khabib's
Coming
like,
out so-
I
I
don't
didn't
drink,
get no-
I never drink.
I like McGregor, but he gets
Then-
zero ratings for that.
Then Khabib's trying to talk and he's going bubba over him because of obviously his language barrier and stuff.
Plus he turned up half hour late, an hour late or something.
Yeah, like
Mad
turning up
disrespectful.
late and all that. Fuck all that. That just happens. But when
I think that's the politics of him trying to get in
when
there.
McGregor was fighting Mayweather turned up 3 hours late. McGregor and Dana White had to sit and wait for him.
Yeah.
Because
It's just
look,
just saying,
contract.
I'm
who
the
was
big man.
who was the big cheese there?
Yeah.
That's what it is. I'm the
Mayweather's
big
the
man.
big cheese.
You do shit on my
So back to
time.
what I was saying, right? So basically, Khabib's had to fight for this. His ancestors have had to fight for this his whole life. He's had it drilled into him that he's got to fight for this his whole life. And then you've got Conor McGregor that has been poking him with a stick for the past however months.
Yeah.
Past however months.
Like he does.
just poking him with a stick. And the one thing that I will give Khabib is he was so cool through it all. He never reacted once.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. It's he didn't.
And
Like
that
he
is
did
someone
not penetrate his head.
that is so focused on what they want to achieve.
Yeah.
He was, listen,
He's
you
undefeated,
could,
isn't
yeah,
Yeah, there you
27 and
Oh,
0
he's a
now.
beast. Did you see the fucking man? He's a
Listen,
beast.
he's 27 and 0 and he has never lost a round. He's never
Sick.
lost a round, bro.
That's
There's
sick.
been debatable where you're like, oh, he might have lost that round, but on paper, he has never lost a round.
Guy's fire. He's a beast.
he? That's sick, man.
But I rate Conor like what you're saying. Now, here, just to get back to the controversy of it all, everyone's kicking off saying fucking he shouldn't get paid, he shouldn't get this and that.
He
Conor's
should.
walked off into the limelight. But
Him
I
not
don't think-
getting paid is bullshit.
no, it is because Conor's carried on the way he did beforehand the fight, yeah? Admittedly, it's all for this
Yeah,
big
but
build
two
up.
rounds
Didn't
don't
McGregor
make a
lose a
right.
lot of shit when he did all this shit? Didn't he get stripped?
No, but he had to get stripped for his title because he got the Athletic State Commission, right, which are the big bollocks. They wouldn't give him a license to fight. So because he couldn't defend his titles, Dana White had to strip him of the titles
right. See, this
in
is what I
order.
know about
That's how Khabib became the champion. That's what the beef was. Conor was like, "You're not the true champion because you didn't beat me."
Yeah.
Do you get
right.
do you
Yeah, I
get
get
it
it,
now,
I get it,
right?
yeah.
So that's how it's happened. So because Conor got stripped of his titles, the average MMA fan like you, that's an outsider just looking in, will be like, well, he got stripped of his title. Why aren't he? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't know the true ins and outs.
Yeah.
He shouldn't get stripped of his title, and
No,
he
not
should
for
not
that.
get docked of his money.
No, I think he should get fined.
He
For
should
what he
get
did
fined.
afterwards.
But then so should Conor for what he did at the beginning.
Conor
But
did.
they don't like
And
it
then-
like
and you
that.
know
What's
what?
his name? Dane thing. He loves
Dane
it.
White.
because-
Come on,
because it's building up.
jumping into a crowd of people. And
Bro,
fucking
do you
causing
see
a
what
havoc.
Conor did? Smashing out fucking bus up and that. He fucking
Yeah, and he got
See?
fucked for it.
Yeah, he did.
did how much so?
Right, what it is
What
he
did
got,
he get?
I don't-
fucked?
I don't-
Yeah,
he
I don't know.
fined,
To be fair,
right? And there's another thing as well. He's got at least 6 pending lawsuits on him. There's 6 people
Who,
suing
Conor?
him at the minute. Yeah, Conor.
over that.
And that's people that was on the bus.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah. So he's got
That's
all.
good then. If that's the case,
He's
then
got.
that's
He's
good.
got. He's got all that going. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, one man running and jumping into the crowd at one man who's been gorging him is not putting 7 other fighters at risk.
No, it's not. But it's the fact that it's in a public space and it's caused
Don't
fear.
get me right. All right, then.
The
There's a-
crowd
there's a
was
f-
scared.
There's,
Will have
there's
been
a
scared.
thing.
Yeah?
There's a fighter
Fair
called.
It's
There's a
enough.
fighter
That I haven't
called.
looked at.
There's
I'm
a
looking at
fighter
it, it's
called
like,
Paul
oh.
Daly. Yeah. There's a British fighter called Paul Daly. He was in the UFC and he was taped as being the next big thing from the UK to take us to that next level. He was going to be welterweight champion of the world and whatever. He ended up fighting a guy called Josh Koscheck, right? Josh Koscheck is a wrestler. He's a striker, exactly like Conor and Khabib. And Koscheck did exactly what Khabib did. Held him down and beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Didn't give him no ground whatsoever. It turns out Koscheck won the fight. After the fight, Paul Daly walked up to him, acted like he was gonna hug him,
Banged it.
and banged him.
See, I don't fucking
Right.
know that shit, mate.
Paul
Yeah, I
Daly,
don't like that.
right?
But that's what you're saying about respect.
Paul
is Khabib,
Daly
innit?
got kicked. He didn't get paid, and he got stripped from the UFC. He will never fight in the UFC again, and that was what, maybe 8 years ago, right? And up to this day, he's never fought in the UFC again. Where the fuck do you draw the line?
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree.
No, it's like the same with Khabib's boys that did that to McGregor afterwards.
his
They-
boys been
they've
kicked.
been
Yeah, they've
kicked
been
out,
cut from UFC.
which I think's fair. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's like taking it to the street, yeah, and fucking saying, yeah, we're gonna have a one-on-one fight, yeah, and then afterwards, these boys jumping anyway.
I'll be honest with you.
It's not on.
Initially, when I first saw it, yeah, I was like, fucking hell, that's bad, that. But then there was the part inside of me which overpowered everything, where I'm in my living room, bruv, at 7 o'clock in the morning going, oh my fucking God, I can't believe it, it's happened. Yes, I was like, oh my God. Because, bro, what do you know? What do you watch UFC for? Fights, right? So if you get an extra couple of fights later on, you're gonna be like, oh my fucking
hyping it.
You're like, oh my fucking days. Do you understand how much that has already sold the next fight? Now, do you know how UFC can flip the game and become the most dominant force in fighting? Not just in mixed martial arts, in fighting. Do you know how they can do this? They do the fucking rematch in Moscow, Russia.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
They do the rematch in Moscow, or they do the rematch in Dublin.
What about thinking?
You get me, bro.
Let's get off that because we're taking.
I know, right? Yeah, round up.
But just on the same kind of subject.
Look out for my MMA podcast as well. I'm going to start that up soon with Zen, and I'm going to start a Dragon Ball Z podcast with dialect. So look out for that.
I'm committed to that.
That's true. That is true. I've been working on it for a long time.
How do you feel about the ruling that Joshua has to fight the winner of Fury and Wilder?
Long over fucking due. He should have done for. He should have done. No, not Fury. He shouldn't have fought Fury yet, right? But he should have done fought Wilder.
Yeah, he's been running.
He has been running from Wilder like
it's about time someone said stop.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it.
Right.
Listen. You're running from a guy, yeah? If you get offered 50 million to fight him and you say, nah, I'm alright.
He's scared.
I'll go fight.
He don't want to. He obviously sees Wilder as a person who can stop him. I personally don't, because I don't rate Wilder. I think everyone just hypes him for now. He's got a good fucking haymaker, and that's it.
He is probably the most powerful puncher in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, but
he's not no Mike Tyson with it.
Like, his technical ability is poor.
There we go.
He literally punches like me or you would punch if we went into there. Yeah. It's like, do you know what? Potter can punch hard as fuck. Let's put him in a boxing match. Yeah. He comes from a background. He used to play rugby. He's fit. Do you know what I mean? And then boom, put him in boxing ring. That is what Wilder is. He's sick at basketball. He can dunk. He can do that. Fucking hell, he knocked someone out the other day on court. He can bang. Put him in gym. And that is what Wilder is. And that is why I love him, because it's that raw talent, and he has got a fire burning inside him. Do you know his story? Well, no. Wilder's story is like, he's got a daughter, right? That is, his daughter has got something like cerebral palsy, or don't quote me on what it is, right? But his daughter has got a very, very bad illness, and it got to a point where he met his wife in college or something like that. That had this daughter. This daughter was ill. They literally couldn't afford nothing. Couldn't, because obviously you know how the medical is in America or whatever. So he just literally started boxing as a way to get them money and stuff like that. And that is that. I think that's that raw desire inside him. That also gives him that. And that's another thing why a lot of fighters respect Wilder, because they respect what he fights for. You don't really hear people talk a lot of bad things about him. How you hear, oh, Joshua's fake, Joshua's done this, he's done that, he's an ex-drug dealer, he's whatever, Tyson Fury is a gypsy, he's a traveller, rare. There's no story with Wilder, because that's why he's so respected.
Doing
you know what I mean?
Job.
He literally is. There's a lot of people who say they are, but they are. But he literally is. Do you know what I mean? But that's why I think I have that special kind of love for Wilder. But I do think Tyson Fury is going to take him to school.
I do.
Because Tyson Fury is the best technical boxer in heavyweight.
Everyone thinks Wilder's going to smash him, but I do not think that at all.
Everybody's got a puncher's chance. When is it? 1st of November.
Right, so we'll do a podcast on that. Yeah, on to the next subject.
Yeah, so
premium Snapchats.
Alright, premium Snapchats.
For the man down like me. Right, no, let's not get that twisted, yeah?
What's a premium Snapchat then?
Right, from what I've been told, yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
I've
it's
heard.
where a person, genderless, of any male or female, whatever, I'm sure there's people out there of all desires, yeah, go on and you can basically view their obscene or rude images, yeah, for a price. So it's like basically paying to see this person, like, whatever, dance for you or fucking
So it's like
porn, basically.
Come on,
but
Wigz.
on a personal-
Let's
a
not
bit more
beat
personal
around
level.
the bush, yeah. It's a fucking woman who's had either she's built a Snapchat purposefully to do this, or it's fucking a random woman has turned her Snapchat into, alright, I'm gonna stay at home on sofa.
Why?
put
Because
Sky
she gets his
remote,
dick pics
yeah.
all day.
Put me Sky remote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put Sky remote up my fanny, yeah. Put Sky remote up my fanny, make some fucking noises, and charge you £30 a month, £15 a month, whatever. And like, don't get me wrong, like, women that want to do that and that is their sole purpose to work in the sex industry, yeah, I'm all for it.
Power to
that,
yeah.
go for it.
The power. We were talking
Go
about the
for
power
it,
flips.
right? Like, literally, do it, but where do you draw the line?
Why do you think they do it though?
Make money.
Why?
Why not?
Because,
Yeah,
right, you see
yeah,
when
but
these
Men
women...
are stupid and they'll
Right,
fucking
check this.
pay.
Check this, yeah.
Well, yeah,
you see,
there
when
is-
these-
there
you
is
see
that.
women in the sex industry, yeah. You see, once they get into the sex industry, the body's like a car. They have to. No, it is. They have to
It's
MOT
not the faults
it.
of the management.
Nah. They have to MOT it. They have to get the fillers in the lips.
Yeah.
They have to get the fucking makeup done. They have to get the hair extensions.
Yeah, he's right.
They have to get the fucking. If they get shots in their ass, they get a boob job. They get tans. They pay how much? Do you know how much women pay for makeup, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Alone, right? Yeah. You pay a
I
dollar.
fucking get that bill all
Do you
the
know what I
time.
mean? Right. So
No, but Alice is
they
alright.
pay.
with it, though.
They pay this much money for makeup, right? Then there's the clothes to upkeep. It's like an MOT in a car,
Yeah, I get
right?
it, I get
So they have to upkeep this car, right? Them women there that are like, do you know what? All right, I might shoot porn, I might be an escort, I might be this. So I'm gonna open a premium Snapchat, just as my little play money, my little
Yeah,
kid.
yeah,
I appreciate that. I respect that because it's like a footballer buying his football boots, buying his shin pads, buying whatever. Because you need whatever to. If that's your chosen path, go for it.
Yeah, you've got to have your revenue,
but
innit?
this is what I don't like. Is when you've got fucking Karen at home.
Kazza.
Yeah, Karen at
Cats from
home.
down there.
Yeah, Karen at home
Sharon.
sticking carrots in a fanny
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
On Monday, posting pictures of her kids on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh!
Listen. Wednesday, she's posting pictures in cinema taking kids because she's mum at year.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
she's
yeah,
made
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
60
yeah,
quid
yeah.
showing a fanny on Snapchat, yeah? Then Saturday, she's on sesh till 8 in the morning sniffing lines,
And
picking
kids at
kids up.
grandma's.
Yeah, picking kids up from grandma's on Sunday. But you want to pop like your big cheese, inboxing me, asking me for £15 a month to watch that? Are you fucking daft?
Oh yeah, nah, man. Like this, you're saying why do they do it?
And do you know what?
I
Right. Do you know what it
Yeah,
is with
nothing.
me, right? Snapchat at one point was my main promo tool.
Yeah, me too.
I was.
We used to go in on Snapchat, didn't we?
Like,
Back in there, yeah, you two were
I had
smashing.
Snapchat popping. I was getting every time it was getting views on the Snapchat. I had K next to it all the time. Like I was getting a lot of fucking views on my Snapchat. Yeah, and there was so many people I had on there. Like I just used to, if someone had me, I'd just have them on there. So it came to a point I had thousands of people on there that I didn't even fucking know.
Yeah,
So there'd be people, that you'd get to know on Snapchat just by seeing the faces and watching the story. And then you just see people down the line in professional wigs
Again,
The
what
second
is going
week in
on?
a row.
Fucking hell, Wigz.
Yeah. So, bruv,
7 minutes.
you'd see it going on. And I'd be like, wait a minute. I'm sure she posted pictures taking the kids to school this morning.
Yeah.
And then what? So your kids are at school now. You fucking sat on the sofa where your kids were eating breakfast in the
9
morning.
till 3.
Yeah? Rubbing it out.
Yeah.
Or you inviting someone round to smash you while you're filming it.
Yeah.
And then try and charge me for it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Bro,
So basically,
can't knock the hustle.
premium Snapchats is a thing, and if you're lonely, lads, do your thing.
Yeah, crack
Fam.
on.
Do you know what I mean?
No, but
Let-
my point is to that, mate. Let me end that on that, right? That I know why you're pissed off with that because you built up your fucking following, yeah, and it's been bombarded now.
No, but
with that,
this
with
is
that.
what I mean, right? Let me tell you, Snapchat, yeah, my Snapchat, bruv, yeah, has been bruv, it's been a fucked up thing to the point where I had to delete my Snapchat, bruv. I had to come off of it. I've literally seen people, bruv. I've seen people have breakdowns on Snapchat. I've seen people get sectioned on Snapchat, bruv.
Yeah,
I have
'cause they use
seen,
it
bruv. I've seen
too
people.
much.
I've seen people, bruv. I've seen people self-harm on Snapchat, bruv. All this I've seen on my actual stories, bruv.
Social media.
And I'm
intense,
looking
isn't it?
through it, bruv, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Fam, it's mad. Snapchat is mad.
On that note, next subject.
Next subject.
But I
is
ain't gonna delete it because it's
question. No Destiny's Child.
Because of them Premier Snapchats.
yeah.
What do you class as an album? Like track wise, how many tracks do you guys?
So
what do you consider an album?
We spoke about this earlier. I'll flow into it now. I love Lil Wayne's new album because it's that long. I like it. I'm not saying every track's a banger, and I'm not saying everything. And your review of it was it wasn't that. It was just a. But as a whole, as an album,
Yeah, it's a solid album, but I just don't like.
Yeah,
it.
I think
I
it's
like
a nice
it.
mix of everything.
No, but before we get what the thing, I like the volume of it. Like, so if I get an album off, I'll tell you who Juice WRLD's album was. For to say he's like the young one popping at the minute, yeah. His album was sick because it was lengthy. It wasn't like 7 tracks.
Yeah,
Who is it? I tell you, who pissed me off the most. Kanye and Kid Cudi with that Ghosts.
No, the whole little movement there. That's why I've asked this question, yeah, because it were Nas, Pusha T, Kid Cudi, and Kanye, yeah.
Yeah.
They all brought out like a 7-track album.
Yeah.
And Pusha T's come out now, yeah, and said people like Drake and Migos and fucking Lil Wayne are cheating because the way that music works now is that your streams are turned into equivalent units, and they're what they gauge your sales on. So because they've got more songs on their albums, they're getting more streams. So they're trying to say that they're cheating by bringing out longer albums.
Yeah.
In my eyes, I fucking grew up on 23, 24 track albums.
Yeah.
You know what I
Do
mean?
you know what? When I was growing up, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. 4 or 5 out of 10 albums was a double CD.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Some.
Easy.
Yeah.
I think a 7-track album is fucking lazy, man. And I know that they're doing it for today's generation because they've got no fucking attention span whatsoever, which I think.
So it's short and
But
quick.
that leads into loads of nasty shit,
bullshit,
like making
fuck that.
music for a reason as
Yeah.
opposed to making it just for it being art or whatever.
Fuck your attention span.
Yeah.
If you're gonna listen to my music, you're gonna listen to my music.
Mate, half the time I want more of somebody. If
Exactly.
I rate somebody,
What
I
was
want
it?
more of it.
When we did,
I'm never gonna hear Mac Miller fresh music again, ever.
When
I'm
we
gutted,
did,
mate.
when we did
I want
El
more.
Petrillo, yeah, we put 19 tracks on that, yeah. When I sent that to somebody at first, like, yo, what do you think of this? They were like, oh, I think you should split it into 2. It's too long. I was like,
Nah.
fuck you.
If I
Putting out my 19 songs, bro.
What would you say is like the lowest
10.
amount that you consider an album?
We're all in this boxed thing of like
Because
growing
today's
up where
kids probably don't even know about the difference between an EP and an LP.
I'd call-
yeah, exactly.
I'd
That's what
call-
I'm saying. We're in that.
I'd call
thing.
10 tracks an album.
We're boxed in that.
I'd say 13 plus. Like 13 would be the lowest I'd go, and I'd be pissed off if someone classed that as an album. Because I see 7 like them 3 albums, 7-track albums.
The EP.
My EP's got 7 tracks on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd say 7
And
tracks.
I like it's labelled an EP because like it's being put together like an album, but
Yeah, but don't you think half of
it's
it's
7 songs, mate. It's not an album.
Don't you think half of it's the marketing stunt of it though? That it's like that these guys are like they're not being boxed or conformed into whatever. They can put 7 tracks out and it's an album and it's like it's artistic and all this fucking blasé shit.
Is there a
that comes
difference
with
in
it.
prices?
Nah, I don't think so.
No, there is on iTunes and stuff like that. If you buy,
Like,
I buy my music, so if I don't
So
download it or have a streaming app.
how much were like them 3 albums?
They'll have been $7.99 or something like that. They'll have been like $7.99. But then if you go buy something like, I'll tell you who's a good example. Ray Shrimmer.
Yeah,
They put out big long albums, mate. They put out like a a 15, 16 track
And
album.
how much does it cost?
You're talking about 12 or 13 quid. It
Yeah,
equates to what it is,
Which
to be
is
fair.
what I've always paid for albums.
How can you charge, on iTunes or something, how can you charge 99p for a single? If you've got 7 singles on there, it's 7 quid in it, like, or whatever. So they'll charge $6.99 or something, or $6.49. You'll get a discount for buying the bulk of it. But it's not even that, mate. If I see something 7 tracks, I actually aren't buying that. Because I want, if I'm paying a £5 for something, even if it's over a £5, I'll tell you a really good example. I've well got into the DJ Screw stuff recently. You pay a £5 for one of his mixtapes, you get 40 tracks, mate. Each of the tracks, because of the style of music, are slowed down. So you're getting like 6 or 7 minutes worth of tracks. You're getting a 2-hour album for fucking 6 quid, mate. And for me, as an old head, I'm like, boom, I put that on at work on a morning. That's me all morning.
You see, do you know what it is with me? Like, I'm a bit of a hype beast in the sense where if something new comes out, I'll listen to it straight away.
Yeah.
And
I've started doing that now.
Drill it,
Just
right?
giving people
But
a chance.
to be honest with you, I actually listen to more podcasts than I do actual music now. And that's not me saying that I've fallen out of love with music or I don't think the music is as good. Like, I genuinely am more interested in... I don't know if it comes with maturing with age. Like, I don't know if I'm more... I'd rather listen to someone tell me something knowledgeable or listen to someone's story.
Because that's gone out of music now.
Yeah,
and that's it. Is music just a hype? And is that just a thing now? The music that's coming out, is it? And that's why these younger
Why don't
generations
we wrap it up and leave it on that then?
Holla!
Is what were we saying? What was the question?
My question is that is it that the hype of like that these young people now just use music as a thing for not the young people, everybody. I listen to hype music, right? But are they using it as a catalyst for just that, for a good time? Whereas when we were growing up listening to the message of what was coming out of the music, it was more powerful for us. Whereas now, are they just having a good time? Something like a podcast, you're getting that information from, you're getting that substance, you're getting all that, and it's delayed like that. Whereas music's just music.
By the way, as well, shout out Sarcasm City podcast as well. I'm going to be appearing on that within the next few weeks.
Shout out
as well.
fucking one of 500 clothing for this bad boy of a hoodie right here.
That's nice.
It is
You haven't
nice.
sent me one yet either.
So fucking
Listen, you
comfy
used to
as
pile
well,
me
you
off.
know.
Why haven't I got one of them?
Yo,
Do you know what I did? I've been after this for time from him, and I did a show recently for the like a pre-show for that Yorkshire Entertainment
guys,
Awards.
it's gone off.